How's it going? Today I want to show you a really interesting shiny hunting method for Pokemon Legends ZA. This is an AFK method, and I know a lot of people talked about this, but this one is interesting. The first person that seemingly shared this one, and I could be wrong about this, but just bear with me here. I think the first person that was sharing this was this fella over on Twitter, Professor Rex. Just to show you the results of what he's doing here, I'll show you exactly what's going on. As he runs around, he calls this the bench reset method. You'll see there's so many shinies that he's picking up along the way here. Now, I'm gonna really quickly explain to you exactly how he gets this many shinies and what he's doing and why he calls this an AFK method and a bench method. So just sit back, relax, and let's get into it. So starting things off, you're gonna need something very specific. You're gonna need one of these bad boys. Now, this is a special kind of controller. It's called the TT Max from GullyKit. They have a few other models, but this is what you're gonna need. They also have the TT Pro, but these things come with a very special feature. As you see in the background right now, my game is playing itself on its own, and it's because I've got this little janky-ass setup right here going on to essentially let the game play itself. Now, what are we doing here? Well, basically, park benches in ZA, like the one in front of us right now, they allow you to change the time of day in the game. Why is this important? Why does this matter at all? Well, it matters because every time that you change the day or night in the game, the spawns also change, right? They reset, so there will be a potential of a shiny Pokemon spawning in because of that. Now, why do we want to do this? Well, that's the best way to get a shiny, because when a shiny spawns in this game, they never despawn. They don't disappear at any point. So what you want to do is, you want to get a controller like this, like the TT, like I said, the TT Pro or the TT Max. Again, shout out to GullyKit for sending these. They're great. I've been using this one through my entire playthrough. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean with this method. So first things first, I'm going to pull this out. I just put something there. So basically, here's what you're going to do. So you're going to have to get one of these controllers, and we're going to have to do two specific things. First of all, find a park bench in the game, right? We can see one right here inside of a wild zone. I arguably want to go for a wild zone because you're going to have most spawns there, but you can actually do this at any park bench anywhere that there is a Pokemon spawning. So literally anywhere on the map where there is Pokemon spawns and there is a park bench, you can do this. Second thing you're going to have to do is, again, get a controller like this, and then we press this little settings button right here in the middle. You see, right up here, there's a little settings button. Now, the reason we're going to hold this settings button down, we're going to hold it down and then press the A button. And when we do this, it's going to shake. Now, if it shakes once, that means you have one of these specific turbo modes on. But what we need is the second turbo mode. So we hold in the settings button again and press A, right? And then I do it twice because I actually turned it off the first time. But basically, when it shakes twice, that means turbo mode is on. And now the next button you press, in this case we press A, is now going to spam. It's essentially going to spam it the entire time. So literally, if I walk up to anything that requires, look here, if we just walk up to the bench, it's just going to, oh, let's see, let's click it one time. See, bam. Now it's automatically spamming through all of it. Now, the issue is you also need a paperclip to pull your joystick, your left joystick down. The reason for this is because, as you see now when we spawn in, you'll notice that as soon as we spawn in, our character is going to be facing forward, right? Now, this method doesn't work that way. You need to be facing the bench every time you come back. So how do we fix this? You get something. I literally just took this little plastic piece from my keyboard and I just wedged it in between to force my joystick to be facing downwards, right? You just gotta find some janky-ass method to do it. It's really up to, what you want to do yourself. But that was the way I did it. Oh yeah, see, it's literally just spamming it all the time, right? I think you can even potentially, you could do it just from the back of the bench with the thingy pointing upwards. I think you could. We can literally just test it right now if you want to. But the main point is you just need a way to push this down and then have the turbo mode spamming for you the entire time, right? So that's essentially all you do. And then you're going to have a chance, like the guy in the video we just took a look at a second ago, you're going to be able to essentially get so many shinies just to spawn for you like this. Now again, I'm telling you, this method, it is AFK method. You can just leave your controller on the entire time and you'll be able to just spam shinies, right? You'll be able to spam so many shinies. But this is also a good method, even if you don't want to go AFK and you just want to actively play the game, this works too. But if you want to AFK, like I said, you need one of these controllers, literally any controller. GullyKit is just a great option. Again, I'm not sponsored, but it's a good option. But you can also just find any controller on any website that has turbo mode. That's the most important thing. You need to have a turbo mode on it, because otherwise you won't be able to spam the button, right? And once you've done that, just have something to pull you downwards, right? And the whole reason for pulling you down is so you don't have to be there. I think you can even do it it from like forward, right? You don't even have to like make sure the controller goes back and just have it forward. Whatever way you can get it. So literally, if you have a paper clip or something, wedge it in between, like either up or down. It literally doesn't matter. If you're behind the bench, push it upwards. If you're in front of a bench, push it downwards, right? So just find anything. Like I said, I literally took a little plastic thing like this, right? A little plastic piece, and was able to sort of wedge it in there. I mean, now I can't because I'm having a hard time now that I'm doing it on video. But the main point is, right, just find something, and then literally you have to do nothing. It just does it for you. So this is just a great way to hunt shinies because, like I said, when a shiny Pokemon spawns in, it never disappears. Like, it is permanently there the entire time. Like, you don't have to worry about it disappearing. It's always going to be there. And I think the limit is about 10 or so shinies before the game like starts to despawn them or anything. Actually, I don't know much information about despawning. I just know there's up to 10 Pokemon shinies can spawn within like you know, a singular like set of time. So this is it. That's it. Just literally get one of these controllers or any controller like this. Again, this one is great. Like, I've been using this for my entire playthrough and it does the job. And that's it. You can just farm shinies infinitely. There's also other places in the game where you can do this like a little bit like, you know, differently. For example, like I think Wild Zone 3, you can just go in and out of the one tower, and it's actually even quicker. But yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do. It's literally no more simple than that. Like, that's it. And it would be so funny if we found a shiny right now as I'm recording this, but that's the method, right? And like I said, just find a paper clip. This is like really janky here on my end. I haven't been able to like wedge it in a good way. Like, I don't want to break the controller either. But there you go. See, now wedged. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna have to find some way to wedge something in there, but I just cannot find something that I can easily put in there for now. But either way, you get the point. That's all you gotta do, and that's it, right? That's pretty much it. So yeah, in case you have a turbo controller, you're pretty much set. You can get going, and you can start like already, you know, hunting for shinies if you haven't already. Like, you can just do it AFK, leave it on, like the guy in the video that I showed earlier from Twitter. So that's that. Yeah, pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Have a great day, and bye-bye.